Hello all, Retarded by Choice back once again with another fun tablets video. Today I'm bringing you another episode from my Retarded Pickups collection. It's been a little while since I did one of these videos, but that's only because of the fact that I haven't had the greatest of luck picking things up lately. So I decided to hold off on showing anything until I got a few things to show, basically. Some of them are local pickups, some of them are from eBay or other various websites. So let's get into it, because I do have a little bit of a pile here. So the first thing I picked up, I believe I got this from the Goodwill or Waterfront in a bag of toys I got for my little boy. And it's the Donkey Kong Mario Kart figure from the McDonald's Happy Meals. I already have Bowser, Mario, and Luigi, and so I just need to add this to my collection. Now, the stickers are peeling up, which is kind of a bummer, but it'll still look good on my shelf up there. So, then, another cool thing I picked up. I picked this up over at my local waterfront mission here in town. Occasionally they'll have a rack of magazines. Usually it's Better Home and Gardens or Vogue or various other things. Sometimes I find comic books there. Very rarely I do that. I do tend to find some gaming manuals or strategy guides, and this time I found a Super Game Boy for the Super Nintendo. And the cool thing about this is it kind of gives you a breakdown of what the Super Game Boy does, what you can do with it. It also tells you some different ways to change the borders, changing colors, and then it also gives you a breakdown of what games you could do with it. This one's Wario Land. I'm not sure if it tells you all the games or if it just tells you some of the games, but it looks like it's pretty good. And it's got Kirby's Dream Land, and I believe I got this for 99 cents, so I was excited to get that. A little damage up here in the corner, but it'll do. I like it. Now, I've never had a Super Nintendo or a Super Game Boy player for the Super Nintendo, so I don't have much nostalgia for that particular item, but I just thought it was pretty cool to find and pick up. The next thing I picked up, which I'm excited to show because I want to get this up on the wall, back there next to my controller and my light gun for my Xbox. But this is a Xbox Live headset. It's the Halo 2 edition. It comes with a headset, it comes with an adapter, which is kind of floating around. But it's complete. And then I believe it comes with a 30-day Xbox Live, which is kind of silly seeing how this is for the original Xbox. So I don't think that works anymore. But pick that up, paid $10 for it at a thrift store down in Gulf Breeze, because the family and I were down there spending the day doing some flea market shopping. Let's see. Now let's go ahead and get into, for the original PlayStation, I picked up Tiger Woods. I believe it's the Tiger Woods 99 PGA Golf Tour, or Tour Golf. I showed a video of this last week where I showed you how to find the special South Park Spirit of Christmas video on it. It's complete and it's in really good condition. I'm not a PS1 fan anymore. I mean, I was when I had my first original PS1, and once I sold everything off, I had no desire to collect for it. But I remember that this game had a little controversy because of the South Park video potentially being on it, and that the first 100,000 copies of the game was recalled because of that. So I was gambling, spent $1.99 to see if I could find that particular video, and it was on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a link down here somewhere, probably right under my gorgeous little chin. Just link into that video so you can see what I'm talking about. Next up, I picked up for the Xbox 360 was The Evil Within. Got it on eBay for $30. this is a game I've been wanting to get for a while. It's complete. The game's actually in my Xbox right now. I'm playing it, so that tells you something. It's been there for about a week now, but came out in October. Been wanting to get it. Didn't want to really pay the $60 price tag, so I've been watching on Craigslist and eBay and other things to see how the price has been, and GameStop actually had it for $36 used. So I went down to GameStop to buy it, pulled out my money. I said, I got some money, give me a game please. And the lady was like, well, we got one copy in and it's used, it's 36. You're I think with my Pro thing, it was like 34 and some change. But I didn't pick it up there because of the fact that they didn't have the original cover. It was just in one of those generic ass GameStop cases, GameStop label and no manual. And I was like, I'm not paying $36 for that. And she goes, well, that's what we have. I was like, well, I'm not doing it. I mean, I'm a gamer first, of course, but I'm also a collector. I want to be able to have the original. So it just so happened I was so frustrated. I walked out of the store, didn't buy anything, and I went home and I went on eBay and just so happened to find this copy for $30, shipping included. So I was like, hells yeah. Now it took a little while for it to get here, even though it was sent here from the state of Florida. It took like 9 days to get here, which is insane. But I got it. I like it. It's a fun game. If you like Resident Evil 4 or Silent Hill 2, those kind of games, the horror survival, you'll like this game. It's really difficult though. It's very, very difficult. I was not expecting it to be as difficult as it was. And there's a lot of jumping, a lot of jumpy type of situations where you'll be playing and all of a sudden, you know, boom, something comes up and gets you, or it's just insane. And you have limited health, you have limited ammo, limited materials to construct new ammo for your crossbow. And so it makes you really kind of think how to get through the situations, you know, sneaking around, or just going full bore. It's insane. But it's a good game. I'm thinking I might go ahead and review it, even though it came out in October and it's now March. But we'll see. Now, next game I got also from eBay. Lately, I've been looking to get these track pack expansions for Rock Band. And I've shown you in the past where I got the track pack Classic Rock and I got the AC/DC. And I've done a lot of downloading in the past of these things, but if you get the individual games, you can play them, get the achievements, and actually beat the game. So that's for another video about beating games. I'm going to be talking about probably in the next week or so. But I picked up the Track Pack Volume 2. Most of the songs I already had, and unfortunately the code in here had already been used. So there's a code right there you can punch in, and they'll download the tracks onto your hard drive so you can use them in Rock Band. But since it's already been used, I can only use them on disc. But there's some good songs on here. I mean, there's some Avenged Sevenfold, some Motley Crue, Nine Inch Nails. So it's not a bad set. They did release a Track Pack 1 only for the PS2, and I really wish they would have put it out for the 360 and the PS4, because it'd been nice to get those songs onto the hard drive. Yes, you can download them, but I mean, I'm picking these up for $2-3 a piece, and I would love to be able to, you know, do it that way. Next up, I got from a thrift store in Pensacola. It is Crazy Taxi for the PS2. I already have Crazy Taxi 2, or Crazy Taxi for the PS2. It's complete, and it's in really good shape. I didn't realize I already had it when I bought it. I was just so excited to find a game that day, because, like I said, I've been having a really hard time finding games out in the wild. So when I found a game that I did want to play and did want for my collection, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get it. And so I got it. I got a double. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up as a trade eventually. I got some things around here I want to get together and do a nice little trade video, but I got it for $2.99. Not bad. It's a good game. Then I believe I got this at the Goodwill down in Valparaiso for $2.99 as well, is the Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. And I've never played this one. I played the Vice City Stories for the PS2. I enjoyed that only because I'm a big Vice City fan anyway. So I wanted to get that, but I didn't find that. I found this one. I picked it up. Missing the manual and the map, but it plays, and it's another notch in my lipstick case, so to say. It's funny though, because like a few months ago when I got my PS2, I was not collecting for PS2. Did not want PS2. I'd been there, I'd done that. I was focusing mostly on GameCube and the Xbox original, and but when I came across that great deal for the PS2, I just started picking up the games that I had before and games I wanted to get. So now I'm just coming across more PS2 games than Xbox original or the GameCube, which is kind of sad because I enjoy collecting for those two more than collecting for the PS2. But regardless, I'm still collecting for the PS2 also. Now this next game I got from eBay for $1.82, and it is SingStar 80s. Now, I don't know if you ever played these games before, but they're basically just karaoke. But it puts the actual music videos up on the screen while you're singing. And it's pretty fun. My friend Morgan, she actually got me into the game. She had them for the PS2 back in the day. And she's not much for karaoke. I love karaoke. I do karaoke as much as I can. And so when we do real karaoke, she wouldn't sing, but she would sing the SingStars. It's complete, like I said, $1.86. I think I said $1.86, and yeah, I mean, I'm excited about it. I love the 80s, so I can't wait to get this going. Next one I got is the SingStar Pop, and I bought it at a Goodwill down in Fort Walton Beach, and I believe this was I took the stickers off, but I believe it was $1.99, and this one's just a disc. But I like these games, like I said before, and some of the bands are kind of crappy, but they're just fun to play. And you pop them in with your friends, and you just play, sing along for a couple hours, and boom, you're done. Same waterfront, same deal. SingStar Amped, which has got more of the rock-oriented bands. It's got like Motorhead, and it's got Alice in Chains, Audioslave, Blink-182. More my speed. And it's complete with the booklet. Now the funny thing about these is they require the SingStar microphones, which are like regular microphones that plug into like a little USB box, and it plugs into the PS2. But I don't have microphones. So if there's anyone out there who's got them, or knows someone who's got them and wants to get rid of them for the cheap or whatnot, now let me know. I'll be more than happy to make a deal with you. Now finally, the last three things I got from the flea market down in Gulf Breeze. Never been there before. I've been wanting to go for many months, and never been able to get the chance to go down there. But one weekend, just sitting around the house, got bored and said, hey, let's take the hour drive down there and see what we can find. And there's a lot of people there selling video games, but one place knew exactly what the prices were, and they were set exactly what the game prices were worth. So I wasn't going to pay, their prices there. Another place knew the prices of things also, but they overcharged. They were charging like $85 for Paper Mario for the GameCube, which is insane. So I didn't even look. I just walked in and walked out, because after I seen that, I was just disgusted. Then there was another place that was huge, a huge lot there at the flea market, and they had a lot of different games for the all kinds of games, all kinds of systems, but it looked like they'd just been sitting in like a big barn or something, because they were all dirty and dusty and gross looking. And there was no prices on anything. You had to dig through everything to find anything, and they had these cases, which is weird. They had these cases that had games in them. But the games were like very random, no name, no value games. I was like, why are these games even in the case? It's not like you're looking at some Legend of Zelda stuff. You're looking at like, I don't know, like an NHL 2006 for the PS2. Or you're looking at maybe like Rock Band 1 for the 360. And it's like, why are these games even in the case? I didn't understand. But I finally got a hold of someone's attention to find out what the prices were. They said, you know, for like the Genesis games, they're $5 each, regardless of what they were, whether they're in cases or not. So I was kind of straying away from that because there weren't a whole lot of cases that they had, or a whole lot of games that were even decent that they were selling. And then I found a big lot of PS2 games, and it's $8 a piece or 3 for $5 a piece. So I found 3. One I really like, one I had before. Actually, 2 of them I had before. One I really like, and the other one I just got to get the lower price. The first game I got was 13, which is a pretty fun game. I had it before, but I never really played it or got into it. So, but it's complete, booklet, disc. Then picked up Stuntman, which is a fun game. I had this before, back when I had the original. I had my original PS2, and I just like the idea that you're on a movie set, you're playing as a stunt driver, and you have a certain area where you gotta jump this and go through this and crash through that, and you got a certain time to do it in. But it got so frustrating because, you know, they could have done it to where there's checkpoints where, like, if you went through the first jump and the first turn and made it through this and made it through that, if you failed the next part, you could start over. That would have been great. Start over from where you messed up at, or continue on from a checkpoint. No, if it's a long stunt and you mess up near the end, you gotta start all the way at the beginning. It was just so frustrating, but it was a fun game. I mean, there's a lot of fun things in it. And then the last one I got, I don't know why I picked it up. I've never played it. I've heard nothing but bad things about this game. But I picked up 50 Cent Bulletproof. Now, it is complete, and it does come with the PSP version's manual for some reason. I don't know if someone just stuck it in there or whatnot, but it's the manual for the PSP version, so it's the G-Unit edition. But it is complete. Never played it. Like I said, I heard nothing but bad things about it. But I got it for semi-cheap. And, why not? So, that's it for me. That's my pickups for the last month or so, I'd say. So, I'm probably not going to be able to do another video for a while on pickups because, like I said, it's taken me like a month to get this many things to show off. So, that's it for me. If you liked the video, go ahead and like. Comment down below, subscribe, and share. And that's it. So, as always, not by nature, retarded by choice. Peace.